tips on how to stay motivated during this time, especially if you're an athlete or a coach and you know, you're not able to compete, you're not practicing, you don't know whether your season is going to continue or if you're actually going to finish your season. Some athletes have to end their season early. Others, like the Olympic athletes, have another year to wait before the Olympics because that's been postponed. The European Championships in football have been postponed by a year. So yeah, you know, a lot of things have been postponed or put on hold, and so athletes don't quite know what to do, what to train for, how to stay motivated during this time. So one thing you can do is look at the bigger picture. So for those who have the Olympics coming up in a year, you now have a year's time to prepare. So that means you can fine tune and work on your strengths and especially your weaknesses even more. So take this opportunity to look at some game footage that you have, some training footage that you have, do some performance analysis, go through it with your coaches via Zoom, so you don't have to see each other, but there's different technology that you can use so you can discuss what you see online. Take it apart and see what your weaknesses are, what your strengths are, and what can you actually do at home to work on these. Another opportunity is to look at some of the imbalances you might have. Considering, for example, myself, I'm a runner, so I focus a lot on my legs and my core, but my upper body strength, not so much. So I'm using this opportunity to work on my upper body strength a bit more and kind of focusing on that. Also, I can do endurance stuff. We have stairs at home that I can run up and down. I find them a lot worse than actually running a marathon. So I got that to do. And so, yeah, there's different things that you can do to still kind of stick with it and work on the different aspects of your sport. So breaking down your sport into those little skill sets that are part of it, and what of those can you do at home. Another thing is a great opportunity to work on your mental game. The one thing that a lot of people tend to leave up to chance. This is a great opportunity to not leave it up to chance, but to actually work on it. What are some of the characteristics that are really important to being a world-class athlete, to being at the top? Because all the athletes at the top, the skill level is quite similar between most of them, so it comes down to other parts that make the difference between a gold, silver, or bronze medal, first place, second place, or third place. So this is a great opportunity to look at that. Different things that you guys can do to stay motivated, try new things. You know, kind of have a bit of extra time on your hands. But another important thing is to stick to your routine. So do stick to a schedule, because if you don't have a routine or a schedule, you kind of will lose the momentum and get out of that whole system that you've got set up. So those are my tips. Look at your strengths and weaknesses. You know, look at some old video footage that you have of yourself in performers or in training. Talk to your coach about that and work on through that. Work through other weaknesses that you might have or imbalances that you might have in your body, because the sport you do focuses on one part more than the other part. So that's something you can focus on. Learn something new that's not relevant to it, just to kind of, you know, get some balance in your life. Mental skills are definitely, or the mental game is really important. So this is a great time to work on that. And stick to your routine. So those are 5 tips that you can work on to stay motivated. If you have any questions, send me a message and I'm happy to help.